Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Create, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a hop for you with Crafters Video Collaborations, and this is the Holidays in July hop. Not only are we kicking off Christmas in July, but we are bringing you inspiration for all of the holidays coming up. Thanksgiving, Halloween, 4th of July, and anything in between, we've got you covered, so definitely check out the description box for the link to the next person in the hop, and keep hopping along for more inspiration. So as you saw there, I am going to be using the Love You to the Core Pure Innocence stamp from My Favorite Things. I'm going to be creating a fall-themed Thanksgiving card, and you'll see how the process of that as we go along. This stamp set, I believe, is no longer available. These stamp sets come and go pretty quickly. If you have this one in your collection, pull it out, or maybe you can find it at your local store. That's how I found this one, a store close to me. But if you don't have this stamp, just take the apple theme. That's what I love about this stamp set. The fall and the apple cider, and just that aspect of fall. So right now I am just creating my background with some Distress Oxide inks. I am blending them together to create a sunset, a fall themed sunset for my card base here, for my background. And yeah, I definitely was struggling with what theme to go with. What kind of card do I want to do? Do I want to do Christmas? Do I want to do fall? There are just so many options, and I'm not necessarily in the vibe for all of those yet, being in summer. Summer's just kicking off. But I was creating a card, a thank you card. And that's really what this is going to be. It's going to be a thank you card. But I pulled that into the apple theme and to the fall theme and to that Thanksgiving, and we'll see that more as we go along. So then I just added the green in there to be the ground for the girl to sit on that you're going to see here. And then I'm just blending that all together so that it flows and that it blends together a little bit more. So bringing that yellow back in. And then I will bring in some water, and I will just drop it on to get the Distress Oxides to react with that water. I just love this process and seeing how the oxides react. Like, it gets me every time. It's just magical. It's so cool. And just how it adds so much to the background with just water. It amazes me. And then it just all comes together as you continue to create your card. It brings the sky to life, or your background to life. In my case, it was the sky, the fall sunset. And then drying it off, and voila! Alright, so for the next part of the card, I'm going to be stamping out the girl from the Love You to the Core stamp set, and getting that all ready to color up. And I just want to say, if you hear fans in the background, I am sorry if they are interfering with anything. Where I am from in Canada right now, we are experiencing a heat wave in our summer, and it is quite hot, so those fans are helping a lot and keeping me cool, so hopefully they are not too distracting. So the girl is all stamped out, and now I'm ready to color. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in with some Spectrum Noir markers, and then add some details in as well. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite holiday that we are showcasing? Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. For Canadians, I'm from Canada. We celebrate Canada Day on July 1st, just before the 4th of July. And yeah, we also celebrate Thanksgiving in October instead of November. So there's some facts, some holiday facts, Canada versus the States. And I'm sure there's other traditions and when you celebrate, if you're from other countries as well. I find that so interesting that we celebrate them all different times. So let me know in the comments, what is your favorite time of year? So I lost a little bit of footage there with the coloring, but I just added the gray in for her dress, and then I'm coloring in the bench Definitely a super simple coloring. And then I will go ahead and color up the shoes and then her shirt, or her sweater, I guess. And then add in some details, and then I can move on with the card. I really love the colors that end up using for her sweater here. Adding some color into her hair as well. So the thank you card that I ended up creating, you're going to see the process, and I was creating a thank you card for my son's teacher, who we do distance learning, so I do all the schooling, but we report to somebody and they help with report cards and direction and just give us advice and all of that and help us. So I was doing that and thanking her for that, and just wanted to give it that fall vibe. I don't know, just where I was going with it, and I just felt like it was a great thank you card for any time, but also just for the fall with those colors. But yeah, you're gonna need a thank you card any time of the year possibly. I always know that I never have enough thank you cards in my card collection, and I always need more thank you cards. Maybe you'll need a thank you card for Thanksgiving. Maybe you'll need a thank you card for Christmas. You can never have too many thank you cards. So all of the coloring is done, and I am just using my Memento Tuxedo marker here to outline the edges so you don't have those white lines from fussy cutting it out. And then once that is all done, I am able to go ahead and add this girl down to the card and get her on there. So I'm just using some foam tape to do that, just so it wasn't so flat against the card. Definitely could have done that, but I wanted it to stand out a little bit more. So adding that foam tape. And then I will go ahead and work on the sentiment. And I'm definitely excited to check out this hop and get some inspiration for all of the holidays coming up. Now that I am on summer break and I'm not homeschooling my kids, I'm hoping that I can start working on some fall cards and some Christmas cards and get ahead. And so I'm excited to get that inspiration with this hop and get moving on that and get ahead of the game. So definitely check out the links for the next person, because yeah, I hope you would like that motivation too. So for the sentiment, I'm going to be using the Thanks a Bushel Lawn Fawn stamp set. I love the sentiments in Love You to the Core, but it just wasn't working for what I wanted to do. The sentiments in there are love you to the core, I pick you, and you're the apple of my eye. So great sentiments, just wasn't what I was going for. So the apple stamp set from Lawn Fawn was exactly what I needed. Thanks a bushel for being a great teacher. So I set it up here in my stamping platform, and I was first going to originally just stamp black right directly on to the card base, right onto that sunsetty background, but I thought, you know what, I want this sentiment to like stand out, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp it onto some black cardstock, and using the Simon Says Stamp clear embossing ink to do that. And then I will grab out the Simon Says Stamp white embossing powder, and I'm going to heat set that, and the white stands out so much on the black paper, and it definitely is going to stand out on the background. So I'm just getting my heat tool out, and I'm going to melt that, and then get this cut down for the card. At first I was thinking I was going to keep these together, but then I thought, no, I'm going to cut them apart and make them two different strips of sentiment to make it work for me. So going to add those to the card with the Advanced Tape Glider. And I just want to say that any of the supplies that I use down in this video will be down below in the description box. If you're ever curious or want to know more, definitely check out the links down below and you can find more information there. Alrighty, so then I needed to add something else to finish up the card, and I recently got the Pops of Color from scrapbook.com. They are like Nuvo drops, but they work a little bit differently. I'm still getting used to them, but they are so fun. So they go on quite pointy, but then you just flick it to get it to be kind of flatter and nicer, and I like how it looks, and I really have fun with them. And then I'm using some clear glue to add some gloss to the apples. This is my way of doing glossy accents, and it works great. And then just adding a few more of those pops of color onto there, and then I'm going to flick it to make them more flat and round. And then once that is all done, that is going to finish off the card. I love how it turned out. I love the pops of color and the shine and how it all pops. And yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you for all of you who have joined me on this crafting journey already, and I'd love to have you join me as well if you haven't. And don't forget to check out the description box for the next person in the hop. Bye for now!